Let's get it, everyone. This is Acid Roots. So, got some Juicy J for you. This came out earlier this year, and what I thought about it was really Juicy J is pretty much on top of where he needs to be. He's riding out. He was. I mean, obviously this was a while ago, but he's been on a couple R&B songs. I think he was on a song with Usher and Neo, separate songs. So people are starting to fuck with him a little bit, and this is new considering the 3 6 Mafia days. I really don't remember seeing Juicy J on his own songs, but this is a new thing. You know, I heard somewhere that Juicy J kind of got like a third wind. That happened with 3 6 and this 2012 band to make 'em dance. That kind of put him in a new atmosphere. But the only problem with it is that I haven't really heard much of his own solo songs on the radio. So it's just been strange. I think Wiz Khalifa's been having those problems too, but basically we're going to be able to get some more Juicy J, and it starts with this mixtape, Blue Dream and Lean 2. I liked it. It's better than a lot of mixtapes that I have heard, but I will say that there is some extra stuff in there that didn't need to be in there, and I guess it's because I know Juicy J can fill out an entire project with good beats and everything like that, and talk the whole time, just make it dank. I mean, Blue Dream and Lean 2 essentially means getting smashed. That's pretty much what it means. Blue Dream is a type of weed, and it's a real extensive one. It's one of the more popular strands, and then Lean is, the drink. So these are both, you'd think in that lifestyle you're going to be slurred out the whole time, but it's not necessarily focused. I mean, Juicy J has taken a new perspective that he kind of has some songs aimed at people that don't really quite fit the bill. And, you know, the attention on that kind of is distracting to the overall mood. That's if you're listening. If you listen, sometimes I can listen to a project without actually listening to the lyrics, but when you actually do it, it is distracting. It kind of deviates from having a good time because, like, we're focused on what doesn't work. So that's something, there's a couple of songs that do that, like Sicka, and I think another one is, I could have sworn he did that more than once. I don't know. I can't remember, but I think you might hear it more than one time on here, maybe even more than 2 times. I think Don't might have been another one. And yeah, Don't Trust might have been another one as well. I think those were like the 3 ones where he kind of called some people out. Um, you can smoke to this. You can definitely smoke to this. One of my favorites is Whole Thing with Wiz Khalifa. That. It's real good. Film is a good one. All I Need, Don't Trust, and Already. These are all some good smoking songs. Stoner's Night's a really good one as well. And then the last one, I guess, is Anybody. So yeah, all 7 of those songs are worth smoking to. And that brings me to the production. Film and Whole Thing are definitely some ones to go to immediately. And Stoner's Night's another one. All I Need is a really good beat. These are some real good ones. They sound like they could be on a project. But alright, let's talk about the songs that you need to check out, the unheard songs. So Stoner's Night, go for that. Already, Don't Trust, Film, All I Need, Anybody, and Whole Thing. Now, each one of these has a good beat, and of course, Juicy J works on the song, so it's worthwhile. Future is on one of these songs, Wiz Khalifa's on one of these, and it basically sounds like an extension of the music he's already done, which is a good thing. I'm proud of it. I like the fact that he's doing some stuff like this. But I will say, like, a couple of these beats, like Throat 'em Racks and I'm Sicka, they don't really have as good of beats as they could. And Deep Down South with Project Pat, that one could have had. I think I like the beat at the beginning, but they just didn't keep it. So the weakness of it mainly is the fact that you just do not get nearly a good enough like experience that keeps things. And it just feels different because I think Juicy J is kind of moving away from the more horrific styles that he had in the past. And I'm starting to get the idea that he's becoming something like a little bit of Too Short and also, just some club guys that do that sort of thing. Like, he's not necessarily commercial club. He's kind of like you'd have to listen to a rap radio station to hear him, and probably not the main one. That's kind of the thing, is just it's like that. So obviously he's not Flo Rida, he's not Nelly, but he is. He's not LL Cool J, but he is. He is kind of a darker club sound. So it's approachable, but obviously DJ Paul is a more manic guy. It's starting to seem like, and that's unfortunate, just because we get that sort of thing, and it is missed. I'm glad Juicy J hasn't toned down, but I do feel like it's getting to the point where it might be borderline of that. So we might start getting some makeshift music from him, and I don't really know how well he'd fare with that. But I do recommend this release, and even though I'm going to give it a low score, I still recommend it. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10, because out of 14 songs, I like 7. But because they were good, I'm going to give it that score. And there are actually some car numbers in here that you can play. It definitely will last until his next album comes out, which is Pure THC, and I'm looking quite forward to that. So the social score, I'm going to give it a 6.5, just because I feel like Juicy J is still kind of trending, but the whole project doesn't dominate, and so he just picks, it's easy to get distracted. It kind of fucks with your vibe when we're busy worrying about some of the gunkier stuff. Just talking about haters and posers and that sort of thing. But luckily, when the beat's knocking hard, you're just trying to have a good time. I mean, you shouldn't totally notice, but you might actually. It might just kind of want you to find more relaxing stuff. But alright, so can it be topped? Yeah, I think so, but this is still pretty decent for a mixtape. Alright, I give this a 6 out of 10 and a 6.5 social.